MSNBC has shown time and time again that they are biased and clueless. The shooting in Nashville that is Waffle House has shown their ignorance on full display yet again. Another anchor Stephanie Ruhle had a roundtable discussion about what was the cause of this shooting, and go figure, they say it's the gun culture and the firearm. Listen to what fake conservative New York Times writer Bret Stephens and left-wing Princeton professor Eddie Glaude said about the shooting and who's responsible.
What's your message, I guess I want to ask, to those who say, don't touch my guns no matter what?
Well, that's exactly it. The problem that we have is we have not just a legal regime, but a culture in which the way in which guns are treated as sort of ordinary household implements is precisely what leads to the deaths of the sort we just saw in Waffle House.
This case crystallizes for us everything we find wrong with the current gun control debate, right? And we can sit here and say that Rankin was mentally unstable or is mentally unstable. We can say that, and we can let people draw their conclusions between kind of mental health issues and gun violence. But we don't want to do that. What we want to say is that there was an AR-15, a weapon of mass destruction in a Waffle House, but the real criminal here is that AR-15.
The real criminal's the AR-15, because again, as I said, they just walk up on their own, they rise up like Transformers and start shooting people, so the person responsible has no accountability over this shooting. That, folks, is exactly what we are up against when we talk about the left and gun haters. They hate the guns, but apparently have no problem with the criminals. Yes, this criminal may be a deranged lunatic. Yes, he may be mentally ill. The NRA, its members, nearly 6 million of them, want nothing more than to ensure that mentally deranged people do not have firearms. But that doesn't mean you go after AR-15s. Millions of them out there across this country that are only doing one thing and one thing only: serving a purpose as a tool for the gun owner, not a killing machine. They're not acting on their own, and he wants to make the enemy the AR-15. What if he used a Glock? What if he used a bow and arrow? What if he used a knife? What if he used a car? What if he used poison over and over again? It is the person who perpetrates the crime that we've got to go after. One, stop them before it happens. Two, once it happens, stop them very, very quickly. That's the bottom line here. But as you can see, MSNBC doesn't want to talk about that. The reason they put those people that they do up on air is because they're handpicked. Handpicked to direct a narrative straight to you over the airwaves to try to sway your opinion. And it's not all of you out there that are watching this, except, of course, the liberal haters, which I know there are plenty of you out there. It's those in the middle. It's those that they think that can have their minds warped, and in many cases they can, because those minds are being overwhelmed by the mainstream media right now, and they are twisting the facts simply to twist minds. It's not right. We'll call it out every time it happens.